Hi, welcome to Veek. This is an indie music platform where artists get to monetize and build a community along with engaging with their fans and audience that they shall build over the course. Now, Veek is a product of House of Bob's Ventures, the same people who brought together bobsradio.in. Now, this is a tutorial video of how Veek as a platform functions and what are the kind of features that would help the artists in building and engaging with their audience, along with also generating a certain amount of revenue through tips from their listeners. To start with, when you log on to Veek's website, this is how it's going to look. And if you see join now, click on that. And once you click on that, you get two options. One is for listeners and one is for artists. Don't hit the artist login if you haven't signed up yet. But if you have signed up already, then you can go ahead and log in to the platform. But for now, we're going to do artist sign up. Once you hit artist sign up, you get this page where you need to fill up your details like artist name, email ID, phone number, and password. And of course, you have to click the terms and conditions, which you can go ahead and view on the platform too. And then say create artist account. You will get an email verification link to your email that you've mentioned to the platform. Once you verified your email, you can go ahead and open your account. So once you've logged into your artist page, this is how your dashboard would look. Like you can notice, it says welcome Bob's Radio. That's the artist page. You have a preview as a listener, and this is where you can upload your track from. We also have an upload option here, but we'll come back to that as we go on. And if you notice here, there are 4 different stats: total number of tracks, total plays, total likes, and followers. And we'll also be adding in another segment which is called comments, depending on the kind of comments you build on your platform. And quickly just dive in to upload your music and to how that works. So you can upload your track there, open upload track, and over here you can drop in your track either by dragging and dropping or click on the option, go to your directory and bring a track in. You can also select an album art or a cover art for your song, and then fill in the meta details like your track title name, description of the track. You could also use featured tracks, for which you can use the @ symbol and type the artist name, and if they are on the platform, their name will show up, and you can save all this based on the artist you're featuring on the platform. Up next, we have the kind of song you're releasing, whether it's a single, an album, or an EP. So those details, and just to give you little details on this, a single is something where you just release one track. An EP is something that's less than 7 songs in an album, and an album, as I said, it's 7 songs and plus, so that's that. And then comes the part where you can click on the different kind of versions of the song. Is it your original, if it's a remix, and if it's a live version or a demo. Now, of course, we've added covers as part of the version, but we are not allowing covers of commercial songs on the platform. There will be a point where you will be allowed to make covers of songs of the artist on the platform. So there is a two-way revenue coming in for the covers of the songs and for the artist who's made the original on our platform itself. So that's something we look forward to in the future. But now coming back into the metadata part. So like you see, there is a primary genres. We can choose the genre of a song that you identify your song with. And then there are subgenres which help in giving that much more metadata to be identified by the platform and searches over the course of time. Then we have the languages, and you can choose up to 5 genres, and then again 5 sub-genre categories. You can choose your language, choose 5 different moods as well. That will help you identify a song better. And then you have instrumental or vocals option, the option to click if it's explicit content or not. So if there's a listener who is below 18 years, this song will not be shown to them. So that sort of a thing. And here comes the major part, is the rights and ownership of the song. Of course, when you sign up on the TNCs, you would mention that you own this song. But on the tracks, this is where you bifurcate the revenue that you generate on the platform via the music and the assets that you build here. For example, if there is a songwriter along with you who's on this platform, you can mention the amount of percentage that goes to them, and you could also add a producer. So all of these things are add-ons that you can go around and play with as you go ahead and upload your music, and bifurcate the revenue models or percentages as you go on. Now if you notice here, ISRC and ISWC, these are the codes that you get when you go to distributors, but we don't have any distributors, so that should not be a concern. Now if you click on the manage tabs, we get into a part where we will get to see each of your tracks listed individually, And if you see, you can click on those details, and if you want to edit any of this, you can go on to editing those. So you can always track back to edit a particular file or an asset that you already uploaded on the platform, and you can go ahead and edit and change any sort of details on that. Whether, for example, if you've uploaded a track and you've not linked it to a certain album of sorts that you've already created, then you can go ahead and change that over here. So that's as far as manage is concerned. Now let's go to the album section. Over here under albums, if you notice, there's already an album that's created. So we'll just go ahead and give you the details on how it is. It'll show you the number of songs in that album. You can edit this at any course, add tracks, or reduce or delete tracks from this particular album, and go about the same way. And you can also create an album. That's how it goes about. Here we go to the main part, the analytics. Now this is where you get to understand how your music is doing, and also how your platform or your page as an artist is working. If you see, there are total 9 plays on my artist profile, 2 likes, 0 followers, total tracks is 8, and referral signups is 0. What is referral signups? We'll tell you about that. Now here you get the performance overview of your content, which means your music. 7 days, 30 days, and 19 days. That's the kind of analytics we built on. If you notice here, this is where you get to see the people who have tipped you. It depends on who's tipped you, depending on the names that they've shared across on the platform. So it'll show you who's tipped you how much. And then from analytics, let's come to rewards. This is the main page for you to understand as an artist and how things go about on this platform for artists. To start things off, you get something called your balance, or Indians as we call them. These are valued at ₹1 per coin, and then you have, those can be encashed of course over the course of time. Then you have your referral link, which you use to promote your music just like you do for other platforms. Use this instead. So anyone who signs up on the platform using this through this link, they'll be shown here as so many signups, and you will get rewarded based on that. For example, you get, for every 50 listeners who join using your code or through your referral link, will earn 100 Indians. And then you have artist referrals. So artists who get referred and come in will anyway get a 25 bonus Indians, and plus 100 Indians on their first upload as well. So that's how this goes, and lots more detail that goes on. How to earn Indians: 10 Indians per song uploaded, max 100 Indians, which means for the 10 songs that you upload. And then for listeners, 100 Indians every 50 referral signups. Starts after 50, max 200 Indians. This is for the listeners. Then comments, 10 Indians for every 50 comments that you get on your tracks or on your music. And you also get 5 Indians for every 100 likes on your tracks. And then you get 10 Indians for being playlisted with different artists. This is for the listeners. This is how it works. Now the tip and earnings and withdrawals, this is how it works. Earnings from tips can be withdrawn after accumulating a minimum of 3,000. Out of which 75% at least must be from cash transaction. What happens here is listeners can donate to you from the wins they make or from the accumulation of engagement that they build over the course. So those can be encashed of course at a different stage of the platform, but currently the artist needs to have 3,000 rupees as cash transactions, and only then can they withdraw. But of course the rest of the Indians will be of value, but just can't be encashed at this point in time. But of course in future it is valuable at 1 rupee per Indian. And before you withdraw, you got to make sure you meet all your KYC requirements. All of those things are filled in. And for more details on this, you can just hit the terms and conditions and check out all the details you'd want to about that. Alright, so then we come to the profile page. Basic stuff that you like to mention about your profile, from your social media handles and what is you all about. And then we go to the preview as a listener page. When you go to preview as a listener page, it takes you to a page that shows you how it appears on the listener's profile, and you can just scroll up and see the top 5 artists, the most played artists, and the last song that was uploaded. So that's how it goes. And you also get to play the music. That's this is direct tipping to the artist and playlisting the song into a playlist that already exists with you or building a new one. And of course comments. If you go to your playlist, you will see, so whenever you like a song, they get accumulated into a playlist called the liked playlist. You can change it if you'd like to. So that's that. And when it comes to explore, You can search or you could discover based on tracks or through these artists, and you can go onto the platform and dive deeper. So these are the artists as you see. If you click on artist profile, it takes you to the artist profile, shows you little details about them, the songs that are there. You can play a song or two about the artist, and the tipping option, follow. So all of these things are there to just build engagement. You can even go and comment on an artist's song, right? And then now we get back to the dashboard. Hope this was helpful. Hope you go ahead and drop your music and build your engagement on Veek. Let's build a music revolution one day at a time.